that saved the world, basically. So Twitter used to be my least favorite social media platform. Why? Because Twitter would basically manipulate companies, would basically manipulate culture to appease the race. The era of wokeness is over. Because Twitter is a site that does not allow you to voice your opinion. If you are not on, of course, the side of the far left, you're not on the side of the SJWs, and you're not side of the Democratic Party of America. If you're not on that side, if you on Twitter, you're like either get shadow banned or banned. Okay, that's basically how it is. And Elon Musk basically said, you know what? I gotta do something about Twitter. Okay? Because people tried to make alternative to Twitter. All of them died. Why? Because big tech does not want any competitors to Twitter. So the alternative is any billionaires that believe in free speech, that still believe in free speech, take over Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, and Twitter, and clean house, basically. Get rid of all the bias, okay, get rid of all the censorship, and get rid of all of the bullshit in these social media platforms. This is gonna start a big domino fall, okay? When one falls, they all fall, okay? When you have one platform that has someone reading its cards, who accepts freedom, who accepts freedom of speech, who, and yes, there will still be rules on Twitter, okay? Twitter, of course, I think a rule for a social media platform is they must abide by the First Amendment. And basically, do not promote anything illegal. Do not promote do not post murders or something like that, like people killing each other or something dumb like that, like actual murders, not like in a fictional movie or a video game, basically, and don't post like nudity if they want to make that a rule or something, like showing stuff that's not against the law, basically, okay. That's basically what it is. Okay, of course they want to protect younger audiences against nudity, which I think it should be a rule and everything. But basically, the 5 people on Twitter, the reign is over. The reign is over. Okay, these people on Twitter who can basically, because they're the only ones allowed to speak on Twitter, can basically change culture, can basically manipulate culture. Okay, and this month is basically April of 2022 is the fall of the woke world. Okay. Not everything, of course, was considered a victory or whatever, but you had the fall of CNN, you had the fall of Disney, okay? You had the fall of Netflix, which Netflix is garbage anyways, like all the streaming services. And of course, this is the crown jewel, Elon Musk buying Twitter. This is the crown jewel because Twitter, they also get rid of all of this, bots as well, which are mostly, verified by Twitter, which is the ironic part because they want, all these social media platforms, they want to verify it's you, but then they'll allow all these bot platforms to be on the site impersonating people. It's a problem, and Elon Musk is going to get rid of that. Okay, he's also going to open up the source and algorithm to Twitter. Okay, and we're going to know all the stuff that, Twitter has been doing to its user base. Especially people who disagree with the 5 people on Twitter. The people who disagree with Twitter. And I think one thing Elon Musk will do is unban all the conservative accounts. Okay, unban Trump. Unban Alex Jones. Okay, unban all of the conservatives that have been banned from Twitter. Okay, like I get, if you want to keep someone like Leafy is here banned because he's a bully, that's definitely understandable. But all of these people who have been banned off of Twitter for basically wrongthink should be unbanned. Okay? Even people like I think Katy Perry's banned off of Twitter as well for wrongthink. And, I think if Elon Musk didn't buy Twitter, Twitter would have continued to die. Okay? And something else will have taken its place, And I think Elon Musk taking over Twitter basically will change things. Okay, the other social media platforms will probably try to double down, blah blah blah, on censorship. Facebook. Okay, Facebook's dying. Okay, most people who use Facebook are over the age of 40. Okay, that's basically Facebook's demographics. Okay, Twitter. Most people who use Twitter, because Twitter won't allow you to speak unless you are part of the far left. Basically, Twitter has turned into the far left echo chamber, and most people left Twitter. And if you don't be a part of echo chamber, you will basically be banned. That's basically how Twitter works now. Not anymore, because Elon Musk bought Twitter. Elon Musk now owns Twitter, and yeah, the current CEO of Twitter, he's out. He's gonna pack his bags and leave. Okay, he's out. Okay, he's not gonna be the CEO for much longer. Okay, because he doesn't like the CEO of Twitter doesn't like free speech. His name was like, it's like an Indian name. Okay. And of course, you have all these people crying on Twitter, throwing their tantrums on Twitter like they always do. But this time, the tantrums won't work. This time, these verified losers who basically thrive on trying to get people banned off of social media, they're voiceless now. Because Elon Musk doesn't give a crap about what you think. Elon Musk wants everyone to speak. Not just these verified losers who think they can control, society. Think they can control how people think. And people say, and the sad thing is Twitter is still considered important. Because companies use it to reach out to the fans. YouTubers use Twitter to reach out to your fans. The reason probably why people don't really watch my videos at the first time is because I don't really have an easy way, because I refuse to use Twitter, because I know I'll be banned off of Twitter because I might say one wrong thing and Twitter bans me because I get banned off of Twitter for wrong thing, which is ridiculous. Okay, and cancel culture is gonna die or move to Reddit, because Reddit is basically Twitter 2.0. And all these people are probably going to move to Reddit. Are going to probably move, all these, far leftists are going to move to Instagram. That's what they're saying. Let them move. Okay, let them go away. Okay, we don't want to deal with them trying to change culture, trying to, make everything their way. Okay, for the longest time, the, left has been winning everything. They have been winning everything. Okay, but now it's the end of the far left. Even for example, the president of France that he got reelected. I think the only reason why he got reelected was simply because he took a turn to the right. That's the only reason why he won the election. That's the only reason why. Or else Le Pen, who I don't really care much about, would have won. Okay, would have won. And Macron didn't take a turn to the right road. Okay, and I think a new world where people are allowed to voice their opinions, where people are allowed to talk in a public space, like people did, okay, where people are allowed to have debates, okay, without being banned, okay. I actually almost got banned off of Facebook because I had a debate with this guy, and he started swearing at me, and I started back at him, but I got punished, and he didn't, okay. Allow people to debate without getting punished. I think that's one thing you should do. Okay, allow people to debate, and people can argue online. Okay, it'll end up with someone losing or not, but allow people to talk to each other. Allow people without being banned for quote unquote bullying and harassment. Even if the people are joking around. Okay, these social media platforms go too far. Okay. They go too far. Okay, Twitter, you get canceled for basically, just simply existing now. You can get canceled on Twitter. Okay, which is why I don't use Twitter. No. Okay. But yeah, the end of cancel culture is coming. And the people who cancel people all the time, okay, for example, Taylor Lorenz, okay, as an example of a person like that, or dox people if they disagree with them or something like that, they're getting karma. They're getting what they deserve. Okay, all these people who cancel people online, they're getting what they deserve because cancel culture, Twitter's power over the internet, basically, is coming to the end. Okay, wokeness is coming to an end. Everything that is put out there as woke, no one buys. Okay, no one buys. No one gives a shit. Okay, there's no market for it. Okay, the newest Fantastic Beasts. Okay, if they kept Johnny Depp in the movie would have made money. Okay, if you can like the man or hate the man all you want, okay, but you can admit that the movie would have made money if Johnny Depp was in the movie, okay, and not kicked out. But Amber Heard, they're actually coming out that she is an abuser, she gets to stay. Same thing with Ezra Miller, because he's non-binary, so he gets to stay. He gets to stay in the Flash. It's double standards, okay, and these double standards are soon going to end as well, okay. Keep supporting, and when it comes to movies and film and games, keep supporting non-woke movies and games, okay? Keep supporting games and movies that are not woke. That, don't try to push a message or agenda, okay? For example, the Northman, Sonic 2 are two examples. The Batman has some sort of woke, some small inkings of wokeness in it, but it's far less woke than a movie like Captain Marvel or The Eternals, or, Thor Love and Thunder, which will probably make $1 billion because, it has Thor in it, so it's going to make $1 billion. So, Chris Hemsworth in it. And because of Endgame's success, it'll probably make $1 billion. We'll wait and see about that movie. I think Jurassic World will make $1 billion. I think companies catering towards the fans, they're going to continue. Yeah, the fans, I think it could continue winning. Okay, Sonic became a literal actual film franchise as well. Sonic, when people mocked the first Sonic movie. And people were saying that if this sort of movie wouldn't have Sonic, there's something called comments. Okay, people got angry on Twitter, got angry on Facebook, got angry everywhere. Okay, not just YouTube. Okay. And there are apps that can make you restore the dislike button. Okay, there are apps that can make you restore the dislike button. Okay. And even Elon Musk says 8 hours ago, I won't be my worst critics we made on Twitter, because that's what free speech means. Which means, I think, in the next coming weeks, Trump will be back. Goodbye.